Imagine you wake up one morning and something feels wrong. You check the time. It's midday, but outside it's dark. Not cloudy, not stormy, just dark. Now imagine realizing the sun is gone. No light, no warmth, no sunrise coming. And the entire planet has just entered a night that shouldn't exist. The first 8 minutes. Here's something surprising. If the sun suddenly disappeared, you wouldn't notice right away, because light takes about 8 minutes to travel from the sun to Earth. So for 8 full minutes, everything would feel completely normal. Then, suddenly, the sky would go black in the middle of the day. Stars would appear instantly overhead, and for the first time in human history, the entire planet would experience night at once. What happens to Earth's motion? At that exact moment, something else happens. The sun's gravity disappears too. But just like light, gravity also travels at the speed of light. So after those same 8 minutes, Earth would stop orbiting. Instead of circling the sun, we would begin drifting in a straight line into space. Now don't worry, in just one day, that drift wouldn't send us flying away forever, but it would be enough to slightly change our orbit, a small shift with long-term consequences. The temperature begins to fall. Without sunlight, Earth instantly stops receiving heat, but the planet doesn't freeze immediately. Our atmosphere and oceans act like a thermal battery. They store heat. So at first, the temperature drops slowly. After a few hours, you'd start to notice it. Daytime would feel like a cold night. Within 24 hours, global temperatures could drop several degrees. Not enough to freeze everything, but enough to make the entire planet feel colder and more unstable. The oceans in darkness. The oceans would change in a strange way. During the day, they reflect sunlight, but now they would turn black, a dark moving surface under a sky full of stars. They would still hold heat, but without the sun, they begin slowly losing it. Ocean currents would weaken slightly, surface temperatures would drop, and everything would feel unfamiliar. Life without sunlight. One of the most important changes happens silently. Photosynthesis stops. Plants rely on sunlight to produce energy. Without it, they go into survival mode. Now, one day isn't enough to kill most plants, but it disrupts the balance. If the sun stayed gone longer, this would quickly become catastrophic, because plants are the foundation of life on Earth. Animals react. Animals would be among the first to react. Birds would stop flying and return to their nests. Nocturnal animals would come out early. Predators would hunt at unusual times. Pets might act nervous or confused. For many species, light is a signal, and without it, their behavior begins to break down. Human reaction. For humans, the reaction would be immediate. Cities would light up like never before. Streetlights, buildings, cars, everything turning on at once. Power grids would be pushed to their limits. People would panic. Flights would switch to night operations. Emergency services would activate. And across the world, millions of people would look up, waiting for the sun to return. The atmosphere changes. Without sunlight heating the planet, the atmosphere begins to shift. Winds weaken. Storm systems lose energy. Cloud formation slows. Weather becomes quieter, almost eerie. It would feel like the entire planet is pausing. The sky like never before. But there is one breathtaking effect: the sky. Without the sun and without light pollution in many areas, the stars would become unbelievably visible. The Milky Way stretching across the sky, bright, clear, visible even from cities. It would be one of the most beautiful skies in human history, and one of the most terrifying. the final hours. As the 24 hours continue, the cold becomes more noticeable. In some regions, frost begins to form. Small bodies of water might start freezing at the surface. Colder countries feel it first. Warmer regions follow more slowly. But Earth is still far from frozen. That takes much longer.
Then suddenly, light. The sun reappears and everything changes again. Darkness disappears. Temperatures begin rising. Ice melts. Plants resume photosynthesis. Animals return to normal behavior. And across the world, people feel something simple but powerful: relief. Earth would mostly recover, but not perfectly. Some ecosystems would be disturbed, power systems strained, human behavior shaken, and our orbit slightly altered. A small reminder of how fragile our place in space really is. Because here's the truth. One day without the sun is survivable, but if it lasted longer, everything changes. After a few weeks, temperatures would drop below freezing globally. After months, the oceans begin freezing. After years, Earth becomes a frozen, lifeless world. The sun feels permanent, unchanging, like it will always be there. But in reality, our entire existence depends on it. Every second, every day, every moment. So here's the question. If the sun disappeared for just one day, what do you think would be the most dangerous effect? The cold, the darkness, or the chaos it causes? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to know more.